This is Marlon Fan 1995, and I'm going to give you guys a little short review of the last episode of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters entitled Deadlock. It was the 13th episode of Season 3, and I'm going to start right off by saying this was my absolute most favorite episode of Transformers Prime. Great episode. It got a little slow towards the end, but you gotta wrap things up a bit. But the climax of the episode was great. I'm gonna start right off with my my memorable moments of the episode. First of all, you have what I enjoyed was Ratchet holding up his own against Shockwave, which is that's good for him. I mean, Ratchet's just the medic. He's not that skilled of a fighter, but he was going toe to toe with Shockwave, and he was surviving. I mean, he wasn't going to be able to ultimately do anything, but he was holding his own up there. So I thought that was pretty cool. See a fight between those two. Was not expecting that, and I was actually, when I was watching it for the first time, I was thinking he was gonna die because I was expecting an Autobot death in this episode. So when I saw Ratchet go up against Shockwave there, I thought it was going to be him, but ended up pulling out, and so that was a pretty cool fight. And then another memorable moment of mine was Bumblebee's death, and I have to say, if I did not know that Bumblebee was going to talk, due to the promo that Hasbro released, this would have been a really emotional moment. Like, it would have really hit you. But I mean, the music, I've been looking for it. I can't find it. I have to have that music played, during his when he was being shot by Megatron, because I mean, between that and just no other sound effects, just the music, slow motion, the look of shock on all the Autobots' faces. I mean, it was just done beautifully. And, him sinking into the cyber matter and everything. I mean, it was just a well done scene. And I would have liked to know what people were thinking who weren't spoiled by the fact that he was going to talk. Because the reason I knew I mean, it's not like they spoiled that he was going to return from the dead, but they had a whole bunch of promos saying, oh, Bumblebee's going to talk, and he hasn't talked yet in the episode, so you're like, oh, well, I guess he's going to come back. But I mean, just the way that was handled, it was just perfect. I love that scene. And then Megatron's death. I mean, Optimus gets really ticked off. He sees Bumblebee die, and he's just gonna rip Megatron's face off because I mean, he was really mad. So he goes after Megatron. He's about to finish him off, and Megatron gets the Dark Star Saber, and Optimus is hanging for his life off of the Nemesis. And then all of a sudden, you hear someone scream Megatron, and I thought that it was Ratchet. I really did, because I'm not quite used to Bumblebee's new voice yet, and it sounded kind of like Ratchet in that scene. So I thought it was Ratchet. Turns out to be Bumblebee, and the quote that Bumblebee says is really awesome. I love that quote, one of the best quotes in Transformers. And it's just really, Frank Welker as Megatron, amazing death sequence. I mean, just the grunts and the surprise, and it was just another beautifully well done scene. And then you have the wraps up. It wraps up. You got the goodbyes, which were quite well done, emotional. I liked the one with Jack and RC, and the Wreckers and Fowler. And then you see Optimus Prime, do his the last one out of the I'm guessing it's a space bridge they were using this time. And he stops, turns around, does the little nod, and he keeps on walking, and that's pretty much it. And you see the Predacon at the end, which is an interesting little foreshadowing for the movie, called Predacon's Rising. So that should be interesting. And the way I'm seeing it is, I'm hoping I like this this movie coming up, but if I don't, I think I'm just gonna stick to forget that being part of Transformers Prime. I would just consider it something separate, and I would picture that last episode as the last part of Transformers Prime. So that's depending on if I don't like it. But if I do like it, then that's great. But overall, I love the episode. Like I said, it was my favorite. Another one of my favorites was the vampire zombie Decepticon episode. That was one of my favorites as well. But this one was my absolute favorite. I give it a 9 out of 10. Well done. There's a couple little nitpicks you could do, but overall, well done episode. And yeah, so 9 out of 10. And I'm sad to see the series go. It was a great series. I can't wait for the movie, of course. Hopefully that's done well. But you know, hopefully they do maybe like they're having a new series. So hopefully that new series is has to do with maybe a continuation of Transformers Prime. Hopefully, maybe. So yeah, so that is my review on Deadlock, the last episode of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. And stick around soon. I'm going to be coming up with an EVAC toy review. I was at Transformers The Ride recently in Orlando, and I'm going to give you guys a review of that deluxe figure. So this is Marlon Fan 1995 signing out. See ya.